My name's Officer Zinkauskas. Do you have a problem? Hola. Hey guys, can I ask you a personal question? I have to stop to ask you this, but have you ever gone in through the back door, unprotected, outdoors? I mean, we can be honest around here, right? We can talk about this kind of stuff, but I just want to know because I'm about to go in through the back door outside, without any protection. Yeah, that's right. See that right there? Yeah, this is closed. This is closed. But over here, right behind there, ladies and gentlemen, is one of the best parks in Florida. And it takes about 2 miles to hike back there if you go in through the front door. But Uncle Odd, clever old Uncle Odd, I realized that I can climb over that, break the rules, and we can go for a walk through a great, great part of Florida together today, right now. So I'll see you on the other side. All right, let's breach. Time to breach. Okay. Now I can never remember where we go. We're gonna go through. I think we're gonna go through here, guys. I think this is the way. I hope this is the way. Sometimes I get lost. Fuck. Okay, this may not be the way. But I'm just gonna keep going, and we'll hope we poke through the other side, okay? There are wild boars in here, guys, and I have a story about that I will tell you, but I just want to make sure I know where I'm going. So this is the in through the outdoor show. So I don't know, is this crypto porn? I don't know, should I name it that? Blah, blah, blah. I don't like this. This doesn't seem like this is the clearing I was looking for or hoping for. Shit, did I go through the wrong back door? Okay, well, I'm just gonna keep going, guys, and we're gonna see what happens. But yeah, back here there are snakes, rattlesnakes, water moccasins, but the worst things are the wild boar. And while I'm trying to figure out whether or not I can get through, let me tell you about my wild boar story in here. So, like I said, I used to hike 2 miles to get to the beginning of the good paths in this state park. And it used to piss me off because I'm like, man, I'm tired and I'm just getting to the good stuff. And so then one day, shit, I decided to travel a little bit further down the road and see if there was any place I could jump over a fence or anything, and I did. And lo and behold, I scored. Looky there, guys. That looks kind of like a road. This isn't really what I was looking for, but it'll do. I think this gets us to the right place. So, look, I don't know how this show's gonna go. You'll notice I don't have a cigar yet. I want to make sure when I get back here that this area isn't Tinder, because I don't want this to be crypto Tinder. Shit, this is absolutely not what I remember. But I'm going to keep going for it. I never, ever remembered seeing this road. Ever. But let's take it together, because that's what we do, right? I've never seen that house. I've just never been down this road. So we're going to go for it, because this is, I parked in the same place I always do. So I know this is somewhat right. But yeah, my wild boar story. Gosh, it's been years. But when I first discovered this park, I went for long walks listening to my favorite podcasts. I've always been a podcast guy. And that looks like, let me see. That looks like an opening over here. But I've always been a podcast guy, and I like to listen to stuff when I walk. So I found this park, and I went for a walk, and all of a sudden, and you'll see, I'll show you the place if we can find the entrance to this damn thing. I'll show you the place. Yeah, I think this is looking familiar now. I think that's looking familiar. Oh, there's some wildlife over there. Oh, it's a mama, baby. I can't remember what those crane-like creatures are. But look, guys, only stick around with me if you just want to be entertained with no particular agenda. I'm just inviting you to go on a walk with me. So I don't overpromise, underdeliver, because I know I'm gonna underdeliver on this. And so I'm gonna talk about Gerald. Once I figure out where I'm going and I can focus. But yeah, Gerald, I'm talking to you. Now, what do we have here? If people want to go find Gerald, you can look at my last cigar walk. Scroll down into the comments. You know, the video where I was walking on Bayshore Boulevard? Okay, let me think here. So, when I get to this point, let's see. I'm going to put this across the path. Then I'll know. When I get there, I need to hang a left. This stuff becomes important. And if I get lost, remember, or I should say, I get caught. I don't speak English, and you're deaf. Okay? Let me turn that around because my little sweetheart wouldn't find my face. So Gerald, if you look at the comments of my last cigar walk, you know the cigar walk that got like all thumbs up from a ratio standpoint to thumbs down, all thumbs up. Gerald came in. Oh, by the way, have I told you that the Dollar Vigilante, Jeff Berwick, he kind of likes Uncle Vigilante. Every time he posts a video, he includes a link to my channel. He likes how I talk about crypto from a different perspective, from a newbie's perspective. So he's given me a couple of shout outs. So the Jeff Berwick has Uncle Vigilante approved my channel. And have I told you that the Crypto Vigilante, Raphael himself, he's been on my show a couple times. He's awesome. He's the one that gave me the name Uncle Vigilante. He kind of likes me. Well, if you go look at Gerald's comment, Gerald, who names their kid Gerald, right? So anyway, Gerald, basically said, I like you, but you're not Jeff Berwick. Don't try to be funny. Stick to your lane. But I like you. So my self-worth, I guess, is derived based upon Gerald's approval. Okay. So we are at Main 17. This is looking familiar. Oh, yeah, baby. I remember this place. Okay. Now I know where we're going. Now I know. This is going to get fun in here, guys. Not a fucking person within a mile of me right now. I guarantee you. It's just us. But anyway, if Gerald approves, we're gonna go in here and go on a journey, and I'm gonna take you through one of the most beautiful forests in Florida. Look at this. This tree was probably got hit by lightning, but look at that oak tree. Look how damn big that is. Look at how beautiful that is. Nature's awesome. I've said that before. So I think we're gonna go left here. We're gonna go to the Indian. Yeah, the Indian is what rocks. And as we go through here, guys and gals, at any point in time, we could come across a boar, a wild boar. I'm going to tell you the story after I get through with Gerald. But anyway, Gerald, you know, I do what I do. And this channel is dedicated to newbies. And I don't claim to be Jeff Berwick. I know he doesn't like it, but I'll probably still slip and screw up and call him our Lord and Savior of crypto, peace be upon him. But Gerald, you don't have to listen. You don't have to hang in here. Matter of fact, I don't think you should. I don't think you should. I think you should just leave the channel and you know, let me just take this down a deep, dark path all by myself, and then it won't be so painful for you to see me. I know you like me. You said you like me in a pat me on the head kind of way. But you know that where the exit is. Gerald, it's just, you walked into the wrong saloon to be doing that bullshit. I'm sorry. This channel is just a bunch of cool people who like to talk crypto, and I have said from the beginning, you never know what you get with me. It's like a box of chocolates. I don't know what I'm going to talk about sometimes. I have some notes today that we'll go over as we walk and I navigate this. Forgive me if I'm not looking in your face, but look at this. See this? This is just, these things are just dangerous if you aren't watching, because you can just trip over these so easily. But isn't this pretty, guys? Isn't the path beautiful? Wait till we get back to the Indian. I remember the first time I went back through the Indian, it was kind of late at night, and this was an adventure, not at night, in the evening. This was an adventure that I went down the path and I didn't know where it came out. And as I got deeper and deeper into it, imagine going deeper and deeper into this and not knowing which way to go. And, all right, Grandpa, I think I go this way. And going deeper, deeper, and then all of a sudden you're so far you can't, the only thing you can do is either move forward hoping it circles around, or start walking back. But I knew that I had walked so far and deep into here that if I started walking back, the sun would go down completely, because I had about an hour walk back, and it scared the shit out of me, man. I really thought that I was fucked, because if this didn't circle and come out on the other side, which I thought it did, And I had to stay in here when it gets dark in here and you lose your cell phone battery, you can't see anything. It's pitch black. And there are a lot of wild animals in here. There are Florida panthers. There's black bears. I don't want to be dinner. So that scared the shit out of me, but okay, where were we? I don't know where we were. Let's just start this thing, shall we? Well, I want to thank Governor DeSantis for giving me permission to go to my daughter's graduation from the Tampa Police Academy. She is now an officer of the law. And I saw my daughter get pinned, P-I-N-N-E-D, by my other daughter, who was instrumental in getting Abby into the police department. Long story there, but a good one. Won't go into it today, but anyway, because I have mask issues and I can't wear one, basically I didn't want to create a lot of drama that I can't wear a mask, and my daughter wanted it to be her day, and rightfully so. And so I was like, okay, cool, look, I'll see you before you go in, and I'll wait for you outside, and then we'll go eat afterwards. And my wife will take video and all that good stuff. So that was the plan. And then Governor DeSantis, well, let me show you right here. Okay, so Governor DeSantis basically dropped all the COVID measures. COVID-19! 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 Something moved over there. I mean, we're going deep today, guys. We're going deep. So Governor DeSantis lifted all the COVID measures in Florida and actually passed a law. I don't know if he passed a law. Whatever he can do with his power. I think only the legislature can pass the law. But what he did was he from what I understand, he passed a law saying that retail establishments or no establishment in Florida can require someone produce a CV-19 passport to prove that they've been vaccinated. And I think that is awesome. But more than that, it was just that just because everybody could relax a little bit, I was able to go in and watch my daughter get her badge for working very hard over the years. I'm very proud of you, Abby. You are awesome. And once you set your mind to something, you achieve it. And her next step, what she wants to do, is she wants to become a helicopter pilot for the Tampa Police Department. And I would not bet against her, ladies and gentlemen. I would not bet against her. She has a little bit of her papa in her. And she's just awesome. All my daughters are awesome. I am a lucky dad. But yeah, so thank you, Governor DeSantis. You've been pretty cool. But now that Abby is in the police department, I guess I have to give up impersonating a police officer. Probably wouldn't be a good look. Probably would suck if somebody called me in for impersonating a police officer. So what do I mean by that? Well, when my daughters were young, yep, there's the first one. When my daughters were young, I remember I was driving my youngest, at the time, Alex, in my car, and I had just gone to the store and I was driving back, and this crazy group of kids were in this car, and they just whizzed by me, and they were just like screaming and just driving very dangerously. And so my angry toddy came out, and I was like, I drove up to them, and I pointed at them, and they started flipping me off. And then I pointed at them, and I pointed into the Publix parking lot, and I pulled in, and they pulled in, and I was like, fuck. Hold on, she lost me. She lost me. Come here, honey. I was like, fuck. These guys are getting out of their car. What the hell do I do? I have my 2.5-year-old in their car seat in the back, and I just let my temper and middle finger get the best of me, and now I'm going to get the shit kicked out of me. And so I don't know how I thought of it. I do not know. It was providential. It just came to me. But I got out of the car, and I went up to him, and I said, "My name's Officer Zinkowskis. Do you have a problem?" And they're like, "Oh, no, sir. No, sir. No, sir. We don't have a problem. We're good. We're good." And I said, "You don't have a problem. Get the hell out of here, and you drive safely." And they got in their car, and they left. And I didn't get the shit kicked out of me. And that was a good thing. But it was really kind of stupid. But anyway, I told the story to a guy who worked for me. His name is Adam, and I'm going to talk about Adam here in a minute. But, hey, little guy. Hey, little guy. So I told Adam the story, and Adam's dad's a police officer, retired. And I guess his dad had a couple of different badges. And so for a joke, Adam, it's just the kind of guy he is. He, sorry, it's going to be one of those walks. So he made a plaque for me, and he said, "Officers Zinkowskis," and it was just some kind of, basically a graduation ceremony. He gave me his dad's badge, one of his older badges. So I've carried that badge with pride to where I have had more than a couple events where I have, I'm not saying I did or didn't. I'm saying that, you know, that maybe I did. Maybe I was playing. But maybe I used it a time or two to get out or get my way about something. Okay, look, here's the thing. We got to go to the Indian. See what I'm saying? The Indian is very difficult. And it's that way. Guess where we're going, guys? We're going down the difficult path. Because isn't that what we do? Isn't that what we people in crypto do? We go down the difficult path. Oh, I had somebody ask me, you know, because I walk around wanting to get as much vitamin D as I can, and I don't think it would be fair to the world for me to take my shirt completely off. But somebody asked me what my tattoo was. Let's see, I don't know if I can get it in the sun, but what my tattoo was. So that's Houdini. And I'm going to tell you a story about Houdini, but my daughter's names are Abby and Alex. I put myself through college as a magician. So that's Houdini, and it says Abby Cadabra, Alex Kazam. That was a cool tattoo. Kind of one of those see what happens when you're drunk in Vegas things. I did get it in Vegas. But there's a story behind Houdini and Houdinis. And it was just the perfect tattoo for me at the time. So here's the story. I literally, when I was 8 years old, my dad gave me a magic set for my birthday. And I don't know, man. I just loved it. I fell in love with it. It was just something that, you know, I could do. I ended up doing it pretty well. You know, my dad was awesome. He would, you know, we'd get a magic set and he would teach me how to do them, and then I would do them to him. And then he would say, "Son, how did you do that?" You know, I was thinking maybe he's not that bright. You know, maybe Dad forgot already. But no, he was just being a good dad. I was young. He gave me encouragement. That's one thing, man. I live with a lot of encouraging. I've lived with a lot of encouraging people. See how it gets just a little bit nastier back here? And this goes forever. This is just the beginning, guys. So imagine the sun going down and me not knowing better, thinking that I'm going to pop out the other side any minute, and I never do. And I'll show you my, because I think I remember where it is. I'll show you my boar tree, my wild boar story tree. I'll wait to tell the story then. So I started to realize in high school that chicks dug magicians. They liked it when I did magic tricks. So when I went into college, I was a pretty accomplished magician, and I earned extra income, or my only income, before I became a bouncer, believe it or not. Could never remember anyone's name. I still have trouble remembering people's names. I called everyone Chief. Hey, Chief! Okay. All right. Grandpa. Okay, Indian. I'm going left, guys. I'm going left. This looks harder and scarier, so why not us? Let's go scary. Since we've already gone in through the outdoor unprotected, with or without Gerald's permission, let's just finish this journey. Let's keep going. So when I was in college, I was a comedic magician. And my favorite magic trick was I would find a girl who was really pretty. Ooh, shit. I think that was a snake. Something slithered away. Didn't see it, but it sure sounded like. I don't know, it just kind of gives you the... when you start getting further back here and you know that there's just not another person. I mean, if something happened to me right now, if I got bit by a snake, I'd be fucked. I just would be. So let's not get eaten by a snake, okay? Gerald? All right, we're back. Did Gerald leave us, or is he still hanging out? Everyone say hi to Gerald in the chat. COVID-19! 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 Tell him to chill out a little bit. Maybe Gerald's going to become our mascot. Gerald's going to be our mascot. Yeah. So my favorite magic trick when I was at doing these magic shows at these bars, would I'd find a real pretty girl, and I'd get her on stage and I'd say, "Do you know what ESP is?" And sometimes they were intelligent and they'd say extrasensory perception. Other times they were not. I liked either. Because if they were on stage, they were pretty. And so I would give a big yellow pad and a magic marker. And I would say, okay, do me a favor. This is about extrasensory perception, and I need you to, we're going to make it really difficult. So I'm going to tax your brain a little bit to make it more difficult for me. Here's what I want you to do. When I turn around, don't start doing it until I turn around. I want you to take that yellow pad, and I want you to write your first name big and bold across the top. And then I want you to, if you're comfortable, it'll just make it more difficult for me to do this ESP thing. Put your last name. if you're comfortable. If not, I understand. Then this is where it gets kind of funky, and you're going to have to think. You're going to have to think, because I'm going to even ask you to use your area code. But I want you to write your phone number, but instead of the normal way, front to back, I want you to write it back to front. So your last number in your phone number will be the first on the paper. Okay? All right. When you're done, tell me. Then they would tell me, and I would say, okay, while my back is still to you, is it fair to say that I'm not looking in any mirrors and there's no way that I can see what you've written down, which is your full name, I hope, and your phone number from back to front? And they would say yes. And I'd say, okay, tear that piece of paper out, and I want you to fold it once. Now fold it again. And if you would, please, fold it a third time. Now, show it to the audience, front and back. And if you are comfortable that I cannot see what is written on that piece of paper by you, tell me to turn around. So I'd inevitably be told to turn around, and I'd say, I need you to put that paper, folded paper, high above your head, please. And I said, okay, this is where the extrasensory perception comes in. You're very pretty, by the way, just to let you know. Okay, hold on. It's coming to me. Okay. Then I'd reach and I would grab it. I'd go like this. I would have it in my hand. I would put it in my jacket. I'd pat my jacket, and I'd say, thank you very much. You can sit down now. And then I would go to my next magic trick. So I had this hot girl's phone number, and worked every time. I ended up, one of the girls, her name was Stephanie, we ended up getting engaged, actually. And she was a year younger than me. And so we made that work to where, you know, for a while. I remember the first Valentine's Day, I was living in Florida, and I decided to pay her a visit and surprise her on Valentine's Day. And, you know, got the flowers, still had a key to the apartment, and walked in, and she's banging her teacher's assistant. That was a bad Valentine's Day, man. So just because they're hot at a magic show doesn't mean they're loyal hot. You know what I mean? I don't judge. I don't judge. Live and learn. Live and learn. So, yeah, so I was a magician. And then when I graduated from college and I went into to be a professional sales guy, magic became my thing, man. I realized really quickly that I could have, I called it my Houdini's dozen, which is what I named it. Looky here. We just keep going and going and going, guys. But my Houdini's dozen, to where I knew on my person at any point in time, I could do a magic show. I could do a dozen magic tricks that would blow you away, that would literally blow you away. These magic tricks were so good. Still are. I haven't used them for over a year because I haven't had any clients or prospects to present to or astonish because COVID-19! 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 Hey, Gerald. Gerald, I just pulled a Jeff Berwick. On purpose with intent. Yeah. Oh, these things right here, man. They, you gotta be careful, Gerald. Gerald, if I trip and I hurt myself, come on, honey. Come on, you know the drill. There you go. Gerald, if I trip and I hurt myself because I'm trying to deliver fresh content for you, that would kind of suck, wouldn't it? Or would you feel good about that? I don't know. I don't know what kind of person you are, Gerald. I know my little girl here isn't keeping track of my face, so you guys are going to have to bear with me. I think it's just because it's now getting so dark and scary here. Do you have me? Okay, honey. All right. So, magic. Magic became my thing at business dinners, and what I quickly learned is I don't care who the executive was. 95% of the people out there like magic. 5%, I call them the grabbers. 5% don't. It drives them absolutely insane. I don't like grabbers. What are grabbers? They're the ones that right in the middle of a magic trick. It bothers them so much. They think you're trying to get something over on them instead of just sitting back and be entertained. And so what a grabber will do is they want to be right. They want to prove that you're a scammer, right? And the grabbers will grab your cards or whatever right in the middle and say, see, look everyone, this really wasn't an ace of spades. Those are the grabbers. Gerald, oh, I just found my puberty. I think Gerald's probably a grabber. That's just kind of what I'm thinking. But 95% of the people enjoy it, and of those 95%, even the 5% grabbers, if they have kids, I become a very popular guest at their home. So they would inevitably, and I would offer, I'd say, hey man, you have kids? Hey, next time I'm down, I'll bring some additional magic tricks I think the kids will like, based on their age group. And yeah, if you want me to, I'll come over and we will we'll do a little magic show. And that, my friends, was how I sold so much business. Because people liked me, because I entertained their kids, and I was fun, and got to know people on a personal level instead of just a business level. And that's kind of how business works. Good business, anyway. Find common ground with people and enjoy their company. Now, this here, I think that is the tree, guys. That's the tree that I remember, to where a boar came out over here and had a couple of little ones. And when you have a mama boar, it's like you don't go near a mama bear. And looked at me, charged, not hard, just enough to like scare me, and I just froze, and it scared the holy shit out of me. That is my point in life where I decided, sorry all you naturalists, where I decided to get to conceal carry. I went and got my concealed carry permit, and I also started carrying around with me an axe, and then I got into axe throwing, and that was fun. But then I started getting into knife throwing, and man, I got good. I set up a knife throwing target in my backyard, and I got really good. I think I'm going to find some pictures for you just to prove it. Okay, I'm waving. I'm not going to stop. I'm just going to wave so that when I look back through it, oh shit. Okay, what do I do? What would you guys do, guys? This goes left. This goes right. When in doubt, go left. That's what they say, that if you want to beat the crowd, everyone naturally goes right. So if you go left, that ends up being better. See, I'm already feeling it, guys. See all this? This here? this is wild boars that are digging for acorns and shit in there. So this is where I start getting a little afeared, because I don't know where I am right now. And I'm literally, I don't know if I took a wrong turn. I don't know where this pops out. I just can't remember. So all I know is there's a shitload of boars that have been in here, but usually they come out at night. But I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going, and we're going to see what happens. So, magic. Talked about that, but I wanted to share that I ended up making a good bit of money in my early 20s by selling printing for ARRR Donnelly. And remember back when Planet Hollywood and Hard Rock Cafe first started? They first opened up. That was called Eatertainment. Eatertainment. And okay, this doesn't make sense to me. Now I see this big old thing, which means I'm not deep like I thought I was. Why not? I thought I went down the Indian path. I kind of like being scared. I kind of like being scared. Now I'm not scared. Fuck. That kind of threw a wrench into it, you know. And I'm not going to where I really wanted to take you. Ooh, shit. So anyway, Eatertainment. I had this vision of doing a Hard Rock Cafe of magic. And I'm going to make a long story tolerable just to tie in the Houdini on my shoulder. I ended up, as a young entrepreneur, I invested $200,000 to put together a magical board of advisors that had really almost all the top magical talent in the country, that weren't like David Copperfield, that weren't, you know, the TV well-known. But these are the magicians who invented the magic tricks that the majors would do. And I got them together, and then I got John Greenberg and Associates, who they were the architects of Rainforest Cafe. And all right, this is saying Grandpa goes this way. I want to be on the hard one, man. Fuck it, we're gonna go this way. I don't want to wimp out on Grandpa. Maybe we'll go through the back door of the Indian. That's what we'll do. We'll try to see if we can get over here to the back door of the Indian and go the opposite way. That'd be kind of cool. I've never done that before. This video is going to be a long-ass video, me blabbing about a lot. And I don't care. As long as Gerald approves, I don't care. You know, as long as we're kid-tested, Gerald approved, you know, I'll feel comfortable enough to publish this. So I founded this restaurant called Houdini's Conjuring Cuisine. So it was the Hard Rock Cafe of Magic, to where you would go in. Just imagine Disney, imagine Planet Hollywood, except when you go in, you have close-up magicians that are entertaining you while you wait. You want to go to the bar? In the bar, all the bartenders are magicians. You have walk-around magicians. You want to go in to eat? It was a magical themed menu, and there was magical things that happened in the restaurant, like the waiters appearing and disappearing to and from phone booths that you could see all the way around. It was amazing, just amazing. And then after you're done, you would go into the hall, the mirror room, and it was, you know, I'll show it to you another day. But and then you'd of course go out into the retail area where, you know, we'll sell your kids a bunch of magic, get them involved like I got involved at a young age. So invested $200,000, went out to raise the money, and I ended up raising money by this guy who was I raised $5 million by this guy who was the international holder of man, now I'm really lost, guys, of polo, the shirt. And he invested in it. I quit my job, moved over to Orlando from Tampa, and we were 6 months into it, and then David Copperfield, who I had sent a business plan to when I was too stupid as a young kid to know what a NDA is, non-disclosure agreement, and he ended up coming out in the press saying that he was going to open, okay, this says Indian Grandpa this way. Man, I'm just so confused. Do we just keep going this way, guys? I think so. Fuck. Well, I haven't been down here, so let's see what happens down here. So Copperfield, I sent him the business plan, and then all of a sudden, like within a half year, we get notice that Copperfield is opening up Copperfield's Magical Underground in Times Square and MGM Orlando. So my investor called me up to New York and gave me the bad news, said that we're breaking the lease. Sorry, but we're not going to compete against David Copperfield. He's too big, he's too powerful, and my dreams were crushed. So I went back to my old job with my tail between the legs, and it never got off the ground. It's still a great idea, and one day it could be, hey, if I become a cryptonaire and multi-cryptonaire, maybe I'll still make that dream come true. But the logo, that was a long damn way around to be able to say that picture of Houdini going like this in front of his face, that was our logo for Houdini's Conjuring Cuisine. So it was during that 6-month period when we got funded, and I moved to Orlando, that I found myself in Vegas. See what happens when you're drunk in Vegas. And I got the tattoo. Abby Cadabra, Alex Kazam. So there you go, sports fans. I'm a little out of sorts because I just not going the way that I thought I was. And I really want to find that Indian place again. Okay, so now let me get into my notes. If you're still here, by the way, God bless you. You're a friend. Down below in the comments, say, yeah, Uncle V, I'm still here. Because maybe, unlike Gerald, you enjoy my going on about nothing, telling stories, just saying what's on my mind wherever I am. Maybe you like that. Maybe you're not as discerning as Gerald. Not sure. I mean, Gerald's a pretty smart guy. Maybe too smart for this channel. Ooh. Gotta love being lost in the forest. Okay, honey, did you lose me? Did you lose me? Let's walk this way. Did you lose me, honey? Okay. I'm back like a good rash. Okay, let's talk a little bit about ARRR. I love that coin. I got in at, my effective rate is 375. So I got in at 325 and then at 425. So I'm, based on what I bought each time, I'm in at about 375. So anything above that, I'm not fretting anything. And it went up to $18. So, you know, that's when there's a whole lot of us that were already counting our yachts. And then it flash crashed down to like $8. And then it's been staying between $8 and $6. And I have to tell you, there's something that's happening in the charts. Let me show it to you. This is just weird as all get out. To where it'll be like going at 6,666, and then it'll go up to 8, then it'll go straight over, and then it'll drop down. I mean, it's been doing that all the time, like several times throughout a day. How in the hell does that happen? Somebody, anyone, please help a newbie out. How in the hell does that happen? I have never seen that on any other charts. And it makes me, I don't know, man. I am going to tell you the good, the bad, and the ugly, guys. And to me, I don't like that because it just seems like there's some manipulation going on. And I don't see how. Maybe somebody can explain it to me, how that happens. So then I keep seeing it going from $6 to $8, $6 to $8, $6 to $8. And I'm like, fuck. Am I just stupid? Am I the only one not playing this game to where you're on Trade Ogre, where you have the BTC and the ARRR pairing? Are people just waiting for it to get to 8 and then switching to Bitcoin because Bitcoin's been holding firm lately, knowing that ARRR is going to go down, and then go sweep in and pick it up at 6, ride it back to 8, and step and repeat? Are people doing that? And is that what's causing this? And am I the only dumb fuck that isn't doing this? That hasn't turned their portfolio into lots more because you've been able to figure that out and play the game? I don't know. If anybody has that kind of experience and would be willing to share it, please do so in the comments. I've asked a couple of smart people, including Raphael in the Telegram chat, to explain it to me, and I haven't heard word back. But anyway, that was, that's just weird. I gotta figure that. I hate not knowing stuff. I hate being out of sorts for something that I don't understand. That's why you follow along on this channel, because when things make me go, fuck, I'll share it with you because it's probably making you go, fuck. Maybe you haven't even thought of it. So that's making me go, fuck. Let's figure that out. And then yesterday, everyone spiraled out of control because everybody's coins in their light wallets, their pirate light wallets that they have on their cell phones, they weren't showing their coins. So imagine all of us investing our money, betting on this coin, and then waking up and not seeing any coins in your wallet. That's a, honey, would you get me some toilet paper moment. You know, my heart would have sunk. Thank God I saw it in the chats, and I heard that it didn't impact the full node wallet, which is what I downloaded. I didn't have time to check until right before this walk, and once the full node wallet fired up, I was able to find all my coins in there. But what's up with that, man? Does anyone know what's up with that? They said it was because the server was down. And okay, sorry. I think we were coming this way. And but I thought the whole idea was for this to be decentralized. I didn't know there was a server that could bring the whole world down. So that makes me not doubt any of it, but I just want to understand it. And look, had Drath on recently. Maybe I'll reach out to Drath, have him come on and tell us what the hell was going on or is going on, and is it something that we should be concerned about in the future? Because, you know, what does that do? And what the hell do I know? I don't know shit. But, you know, as I think through it, I'm like, okay, if you have things like that happen, if it happens more than once, becomes a trend, all of a sudden you lose people's trust in the coin. Because what happens when, let's just say that you have a nice moon run and it goes up to $20 and you want to go sell, you know, a little bit of your bag, and you go to your wallet and you don't have any fucking coins to sell. What's up with that? I don't care that you have a down server. I don't care. Not my problem. I don't have the coins. I can't sell them. Moreover, I'm freaking out because my coins aren't there. So guys, figure that shit out. If you want Uncle V to be an evangelist, now I'm not selling a darn coin. I'm a hodler. So this isn't, the only thing that's disturbed me is this $8 to $6, $8 to $6. I'm like, it's looking so damn predictable. I'm like, should I just, you know, quit my job and go hang out in Trade Ogre and just, you know, exchange to BTC at 8, wait till R goes down to 6, exchange back to R, wait till it goes up, you know, exchange again, I have more coins, it goes down. I don't know. Is that what people are doing who are smarter than me? I mean, it seems to me like that's possible. But then I go into Trade Ogre and I try to understand the buying and selling, and everything's in Bitcoin instead of dollars. So I don't really know what the hell I'm looking at. Why? Well, it's as good a time as any for me to insert my disclaimer. Yep, waving the arms again. So that was my disclaimer. And as you know, I don't know shit. And I admit it. So I don't know shit on the Trade Ogre. You know, when I see the buying and selling and all of that, I just couldn't figure out, okay, where's it at 8? Where's it at 6? Because on my Blockfolio app, I'm seeing it go from 8 to 6, 8 to 6, 8 to 6. But when I go into Trade Ogre, I'm seeing it like from 716 to 792. That's the low and the high. And I'm like, well, what's wrong? Is Blockfolio fucked? Now I'm talking out loud to you. I'm just kind of wargaming in my mind. Maybe Blockfolio is pulling wrong data. I don't know. You guys tell me. But that's one of the things about crypto is we're all learning it together, aren't we? There's a lot of stuff we don't know. But I did listen to, Draith was on with this guy who has a new hardware wallet, a hardware wallet that will hold, ultimately, that will hold Pirate, that will hold Monero and other privacy coins, because it's privacy by default. And it is, if you go to opolo.io, apolio.io, they are a member of the BPSAA, which just means they are kid tested, Draith approved. Captain Draith is one of the big shots at Pirate Chain, and he started the BPSAA, which the S stands for security. And to be a member of that club, you have to go through quite the hazing. And so Apolio.io recently got accepted into the club, which means they have their shit together. So they're going to be the first hardware wallet that is going to be the best hardware wallet that will compete against the Trezors and the whatever the fuck that other little guy is. You know what I'm talking about. I have the Trezor T, so I can't remember the other one. But so that's kind of cool. I tried to figure out how to buy it, but it takes me to like a group funding page. So I don't know if they are just trying to get the pilot, the first one created or built, or if it's already out there and that's how you buy it, I don't know. But I wanted to let you know about it, because if it contains pirate, I've got a lot of pirate, and I would like to be able to have it in an offline cold storage wallet, because that's just what you want to do. All right, let's see. What is next for Gerald? Oh, on Saturday, I have been invited to be a guest for this guy out of Cyprus, who I'll figure out how to get a link to it. It's going to be Saturday at noon. And he wanted me on the show because I recently became one of his clients with this 575E, which is an unincorporated private association. I went ahead and pulled the trigger on it because it made a hell of a lot of sense to me. I'm not going to go into it on this video because I want to ultimately have him on to explain. But put it this way, you know, we work hard to earn our money, and if there are creative ways to protect our money and to keep more of it, then I'm all in. So I will, as I committed from the beginning of this show, as I learn things and as I do things and as they're kid tested, uncle approved, I will let you in on it. So far so good, Gerald. We haven't seen a wild boar, which is pretty cool. I will tell you guys about something that's on my heart. This is, if there's an entrepreneur out there in crypto land who wants an evangelist to promote the shit out of your product, if you'll help me figure this out, I'm your guy. Nobody's better than me when I believe in something. And I'll tell you what, you know, there's a real need out there. There's a pain point for guys like me, and perhaps many of you watching. And it is what keeps me up at night with regard to this crypto business. Is, you know, I'm the only one in my family that knows crypto. And as responsible as I have tried to be with my notebook, with doing everything that we've talked about before to keep your private keys safe, protected, in all of the places that I have coins on, because I can't just put them all in one place. You have one coin that you have to, that can't be put anywhere else, and has its own little wallet, you know, like Pirate. There are other coins I have that are like that. I have some exchanges that I still have some coins on, because I'm in that 10-day period or 2-week or whatever the hell Coinbase has and the others have, to where you can't withdraw until they suck your money dry with some interest. I don't know what they do. Some kind of arbitrage. Hey, it's their business model. They make things easy. That's fine. I can wait 10 days because I'm a hodler. I don't trade yet. If I figure this $6, $8 thing out, maybe I'll start trading. But so what the pain point is what happens if I get hit by a bus? I mean, I have informed my family of what they need to do. They know where to go. They know the several places that I have placed my treasure, and I have in there some names of people I trust, that if I ever get hit by a bus, I know that if they called and told them about it, they would be willing to help my wife and my daughters out, try to figure out how to be able to save the treasure. let them know where the buried treasure is, help them go dig it up, and be able to convert it into fiat if they want, or teach them a little bit about crypto, so maybe they keep it there. I don't know. At that point in time, it would be out of my hands. I try to be very responsible. And so what keeps me in angst is I have bet most of it on crypto. So my future is in crypto. Now you may say that's irresponsible. You know, I have my home that's almost paid off. So, you know, but I've been tempted. I'm like, shit, should I take a, home equity loan on that and put it in crypto? It'll the way in a bull market, that's not a bad decision. But then I'm like, nope. If I get hit by a bus, that's at least one thing that won't be complicated. So what I am asking for is somebody who's smarter than me to figure a way to be able to create a way that somebody like me can interact with someone like you or a product like yours to where it's fail-safe. There would be a way to be able to somehow just go in and provide instructions of what you've done. And I know it would have to be part of this BPSAA, because if you're providing key phrases and keywords and shit in there, it has to be something that is foolproof, man. It has to be to where if the crypto savant who, let's just say that this Apolio.io, let's just say that little hardware wallet was one of these that I'm talking about, and they were able to in there, all my wife would have to know is one answer to one security phrase, and to make it even better, if somebody put a gun to her head and said, open it up, there'd be multiple phrases that she could say. She could enter in, white dogs run after cats, and it would open up that thing, and it would show a grand total of, a portfolio worth $1,300. That's it. That's what I know. Or if she had another phrase, it would unlock the real treasure. I don't know. Just talking out loud here. But if she had that one phrase, that there would be a service, charge for it. But it would be a service that if you entered in your information correctly, they would help your loved ones unbury the treasure. And I think that would be an amazing service. I would buy that hardware. I would subscribe to that service in a heartbeat, man. You could charge me $29.95 a month, and I'd pay it all day long. And you could call it bus. If you get hit by a bus. I even thought maybe call it die. Because you're in the face. It is what it is. If you die. Bus is probably a little kinder, probably a better marketing move, or it could be a will. So included in this would be your last will and testament as well. What do you think of that, guys? Let me know in the comments, those two of you who are still here. Let me know what you think. I think I know the two who are going to comment, because you always do. I love you. And but is it just me, as a responsible dad with 4 daughters, that thinks about this shit? I just don't want all my hard work to go to waste. And I want to leave my progeny with, with access to what I've earned. And so I need somebody to develop that, please. And if you do, and if I was your inspiration, then make me a co-founder, and we'll do this together. And I will promise you, you will have no greater evangelist than me. I will be your chief evangelist officer, and we will kick it in the teeth, because there's nothing better than an organic product, an organic story, one to where somebody could talk on a stage one day and say, I remember I was walking through the woods. I had this channel called the Uncle V channel, the Uncle Vigilante channel, where I was a newbie to crypto back then, and there was one thing that was keeping me up at night. And then go in and tell the story. Because that's what I do. I tell stories and do cool magic tricks. It's what I tell people on a plane if they ask me what I do for a living. I say, I tell stories and I do cool magic tricks. And I mean it. That's what I do. Shit. Who goes there? That was rather large. I don't know, maybe it was a deer or a boar. But now let me show you. So, see the sun up there? Yeah, imagine that, me being back here for the first time and it setting and me not knowing where the exit was. Ooh, lordy. That scared the shit out of me. Gerald? COVID-19! Gerald, how'd we do today, buddy? Oh, kind of like you as my mascot, as the Uncle Vigilante mascot. I can kind of have invisible conversations with you because, you know, you're my conscience now. You know, I know that if I can create a show that might please you, maybe this channel can be something one day when it grows up. What do you think, Gerald? Ah, fuck. These things are dangerous. So, okay, what else? Now I'm just kind of talking out of my ass. The crypto markets have been pretty good this week. My Blockfolio finger has been pretty satisfied. Seems like there's been more green. Go ETH. ETH has been kicking ass. Bitcoin started to go. It's funny though. You look in the chats and stuff. There's still a lot of people that think Bitcoin's going to go back down to 40. At this point in time, does anybody really know? I mean, you remember my brother Sven's chart. That guy knows. That guy knows. He is a chart savant. If you have not had the pleasure to meet my brother, if you go down, way down, in some of my earlier videos, you'll find where Sven came on and he dropped some real truth to the people. And that's great. Oh, hey, a few links down below. If you guys want to... Shit. Guys. Fuck me. Man. I don't know. My cigar. I did not smoke my cigar, but I'm thinking that it would be irresponsible to smoke a cigar. So I'm not going to. Because nature is cool. Nature is cool. Can't remember what I was going to... Oh, the links below. Nathan Stoltman. There's a link to his website down below to where if you're interested in crypto-related shirts, the way to support Nathan and his channel is to buy some t-shirts from him. And they're cool t-shirts. I ordered one that's coming my way. And the second I get it, when I do my next show behind my camera at home, I'll be wearing it. So I'm looking forward to that. But look, that's how we support each other. Jaron, his link down below is there to where you can reach out to him for a personal consultation. I think he's open in August of 2023. But in the meantime, he does do group consultations now, I believe on Friday evenings, that are well worth it. Really reasonably priced. And that guy, I'm telling you, he is so good. He is so good. We have our eye out on him for Crypturns, which Thursday, if we can finalize the details, I'm going to be interviewing the CEO, Dustin Plantholt. He's the man, and we're going to talk about how he came up with the idea, what the inspiration was, how he arrived at his founding team, and then I'm going to ask for his permission to interview everyone. So that's pretty cool. That should be Thursday. I don't know when. But if you subscribe below and you hit the notification bell, you'll know when I know. So how about that? Hey, any of you want to send Uncle Odd a nice letter of support or a cigar? Oh, hold on. My wife. Hey, honey.
Hey, where are you?
I am taking a walk in the park. You know where I had the boar? Yeah, so I'm taking any chance what?
Any chance after you're done you can stop by Publix?
You want me to stop by Publix?
That'd be great.
For you? I'll do anything, honey.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I just need berries.
Okay.
Strawberries, blueberries, blackberries, organic raspberries.
Okay. You got it.
That would be awesome, because I forgot. I must have bought and forgot it.
Okay. I will do that. All right. Love you.
Thank you. Love
Bye-bye.
you. Bye-bye.
I don't hang up from you to talk to my wife. Why? Because you're family. We can have a conference call with each other. But anyway, if you want to send Uncle V a nice cigar, there's a P.O. box down there. If you send a nice note, I'll read it. I'll read it on air. Someone's going to be the first. I got the post office box just because I pulled a page out of Owen Benjamin's book. And if there are any bears watching this, let the other bears know that there's a fellow bear into crypto. And let that group know. I love the bears, man. They are awesome. I'm hearing something again. They're awesome. So if you guys want to become a bear, if you want to become cool, if you want to get the other side of mainstream media, go to unauthorized.tv and sign up. Sign up for $5 a month. It's less than a cup of coffee. And you'll get access to amazing content. And become a bear. Become a bear. And there are all kinds of benefits. It is one of the best communities on the planet. So, I hope there are some bears watching out there. Let them know Uncle Vigilante exists. Okay, so, guys, the sun is starting to go down. And I'm not worried, though, because I'm heading in the right direction. But it's kind of pretty back here, isn't it? This has been a long walk. I have no idea how long this recording is. And I'm just kind of recording to keep myself mentally occupied. So this is going to be a long one. I won't make you suffer anymore. I'm going to turn around. I'm going to wish you a good day, good evening. Thank you for hanging in there for this very long walk and talk. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you didn't, Gerald, that way. Okay? Okay, Gerald? All right, guys. Cheers.
Greetings. Used to be named Uncle Odd, but now I'm known as Uncle Vigilante. And as you can see by the fact I'm wearing a gold chain with a Bitcoin on it, I'm kind of a big deal. Yeah, I'm a big deal. But there is one thing that my 43 attorneys that I just hired told me that I needed to say, which is a disclaimer. Don't take any of my advice. Don't take anything that I say on this show or any of my guests as sage counsel. Why? Because I don't know shit.